So what I'm going to show you today, guys, is how I created my logo and my YouTube channel art and branded it and everything. Yeah, so I used a website called Canva, which is what a lot of people use, especially if they're on a budget and need to do something for free. It has a whole range of options to create, and just ignore the fact that my icon is different in the corner than it is over here. I recently changed it and it hasn't accepted it yet for whatever reason, so just ignore that. But going on to Canva, I went into the YouTube channel art section, which can be found in the corner right there, but I decided to scroll right past it for some bizarre reason. But yeah, I chose the channel art and it has all the ratio and everything already set for you. So what you need to do is choose the layout format that you like and kind of sparks your creativity and vibe for what you do, the colours you like and everything like that. So I chose this particular one because it's quite simple. I liked the faded effect of the image and the writing. But yeah, basically you can choose pattern backgrounds, or they have set default colours that you can choose from, but what I decided to do was upload my own image. So my files are all right there, but I previously uploaded the image, so I didn't need to do that. This is the image I chose. So basically you just drag it into the square rectangle, and you can press the crop to drag it into the position that you want. And once you've done that, you just change the writing to whatever you want or need to put on display. So I just changed it to music, sound and creativity, which is just kind of the tagline for my channel. I can't spell clearly, as you can see, and then I just put my name underneath it. But before that, I changed the spacing of the letters so that it was smaller, not so far apart, and the size of the actual font itself, and then yeah, put my YouTube name underneath so that when it is seen in like the banner, people know it's me, basically, obviously. So yeah, once I did that, I then took a template file which shows you the maximum and minimum sizes of each device and the amount of the image that will be seen. So I changed the transparency to see if I had the writing in the right place, and as you can see, the M and the U on the left hand side and the T and the Y on the right hand side weren't in the right place. But basically it has the phone, minimum, tablet, desktop and TV. They're all the different ratios. So I dragged it away once I knew that I had to change the writing so that it was smaller to fit. I made the font smaller again and changed the spacing a little bit more. I custom sized the writing there. I didn't really need to change the size of the one underneath on the subject line, but I changed the font to match the one above and took it off italics. So yeah, that's basically pretty much what you have to do for this part, and I centralised it, and once again took that template. I don't know why it's done that. Took the template again to make sure that I had edited it to the point where the writing would be visible for the smallest ratio, which is on a phone, and it was, so I was in the right place, so I was happy with that. So I took that template away and all I did then was download the image. It has PNG, which is recommended, but you can also use a JPEG or a PDF, but that's not brilliant with a lot of things. So then what I did next was went on to my YouTube tab, into the edit channel art section, and you can browse or drag your file in, but I didn't need to. As you can see, it's already there. I was just showing you like how I did it. And this is my logo section, which the logo is right there, so I clicked on that, and once again you can go through all the different layouts, and I'd like this one, but the colouring is nice, but my full name wouldn't fit in that big writing, and I didn't really want to make it smaller, so I carried on to try and find one with similar colourings. This one's the opposite, but again, I'm not really too fond of that, so I kept going and going, and in the end I did find one. It's this peachy looking one right here. So all I did there was switch out their name for mine. And then on the bottom they had Spartan Aesthetics, so I just changed that again to the kind of tagline of my channel, so like music, sound, creativity. Wait, no, I didn't do that. I changed it to all things creative. Yeah, so I did that, and once again I made sure everything was centralised and I was happy with it, but I still wanted to add a little something else to it, but I wasn't sure quite what. So I just played around while I kind of thought about it, and I wanted something kind of like a border, so I went on, where did I go? Oh yeah, I went into text, and this is where I thought it was, but I couldn't see it at first glance, so I carried on going down, just until I could find what I was looking for. What I then decided to do was check in the elements, shapes section, since I thought there might be kind of a square kind of border in there, but it was literally just the basic shapes, a wide range actually, but not what I was after. So yeah, I did that. Again, couldn't find it, so I went back into the text section and just carried on scrolling, thinking, okay, it's got to be in here. I've used something like it before. And in the end, I think it was actually in here. I'm starting to get all to the more interesting things here, kind of like the labels. And here are some of the things that I was thinking of. I decided to try this one, but for some reason it added on the one beneath, so I had to try and delete that. So yeah, I just got rid of the ones that were in a way, basically. Added that wolf and hound one, as you can see, changed the text colour to the same kind of creamy colour that is there in the original text. So yeah, just changed all of that. Took out their name so that I had nothing in the way. I took out these little black bits of text as I didn't feel like I wanted anything there, but then the thing disappeared on me, so I had to bring it back. Yeah, so now all I did was make sure the border was centralised along with the main text. this little square image thing here helped me to do that. So once I had gotten it in the right place, yeah, I played around with it a bit more, and then I thought the flower was a bit off center, so I tried, emphasis on the word tried, to select that to play around with it a bit more, but couldn't find it, so I took the border away for a minute while I dragged that around, and just kind of viewed it by eye, but then it was actually even more off center, so I went back and just put it in the same place again that it originally was in the center now. So yeah, that is what I did for my logo. And again, I just downloaded it in the PNG format, so it saved my design. So from there, I made sure it was in my downloads section. I decided to try and move it into a different section in my documents, but it wouldn't let me. So all I did from there was come into the Creator Studio in YouTube and into the channel branding section. I removed the current watermark, which is like a music note that I found on Google. So yeah, I removed that like so, and then clicked on add watermark, browsed in my folders to find the file, ignore those selfies there. So my image is there. I chose that, clicked confirm, yeah, so saved it, and that will appear, or should appear, throughout all of my videos for the whole thing. I shall show you that now. So I just came on to my videos, I just chose my recent one, just to show you. Yeah, basically the icon is right here, and if you click on it, it does actually take you to my channel so that you can subscribe, which would be very much appreciated. And then what I decided to do was go over to my blog, which is Stevie Louis Music. If you search it in Google, you should find it. So what I did was go into select image for the site icon, and again took that same image that I just created and chose that. I didn't need to do anything else to it, just clicked done, and it was all in the right place. So yeah, that should have saved it like that. And all I had to do then was click publish to make sure that it was on there. And then what I did was went on to my site preview to see if it was in the little tab bar, but because I am on an Apple computer, it doesn't actually show it anywhere, and I scrolled down to make sure, but no, it wasn't on there. But I think it does on Androids when you do a Google search. Yeah, so that is all I did for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, so that was the outcome of the actual logo, just another view on how to use Canva. I hope you find it useful and you can create your own designs with this, but thank you for watching.